Okay, guys, so let's start. So yesterday we have discussed about Get VPN, right? So guys, have you practiced Get VPN? Whatever practicals we have covered yesterday, have you practiced or not? Okay, we started. Okay, so might be some configuration missing or something. Check the ACL properly. So I have started it. So just let it be start. So we have to start today with what? With the timer concepts, Reiki timer. So yeah. Now, so see, exact output we cannot expect here, okay, in AVNG. For that, so you need a real devices. But yeah, the behavior won't be same, but yes, output will be there. Okay, so I'll show you how exactly it works here. Okay, but yes, we can verify at least those things. Okay, timers and all. So let it be start once. Just started it. Just wait for a minute. Let it be start, guys. Just I'm waiting for that. So next week will be the last week, and after this, today we'll finish it. So in the next class, your Flex VPN and IKV2 would be pending, so that we would finish in the next week itself. So I think after this, when we have next batch, I think that is on 27th, if I'm not wrong, right? Even I do not have mobile with me. Have you seen guys a batch schedule of next month? Of like next month, sorry, of November month. I think we have FTD batch, yes, right, on 27th. Right. For 1 week, so I'll take it online. Okay, and after that, we'll make it physical. Okay. But December 4th, I'll be there. So I feel the phase 3. Try to ping with 12.1.1.1.3. And now try to ping with 13.1.1.1.3. 4. Okay, everything is fine. So crypto, GUI. We have proper details, time to rekey. So this is the remaining lifetime. Okay, so this is fine here. 86,400 seconds here. This is about 24 hours. Okay, so guys, now see, by default, the timer. Okay, by default, if you would ask me, like this is the timer here. What are the time is pending here? 86331 minus 861066. Okay. Now, so what is the concept now? See. So the concept is right now the rekey has to be happen, right? This is my KS group number 1 and group number 2 here. So we have ISP in between. Okay. And what is needed? So we have to, this is key server 1, this is group member 1, and this is group member 2 here. Okay, so we have right now we have already tag here, we have CAC already, we have tag here, we have CAC here. Okay, so let's consider CAC is about 1, 2, 3, and tag is about A, B, C here. So we have tag and CAC. So let's consider your tag is going to be expired. So we have to perform a rekey concept here. So as you know, the key server would perform rekey concept automatically here, right? So right now, by default, the rekey timer is 24 hours. That is what? 24 hours. So obviously we cannot wait it for the 24 hours here to see the captures. So what we will do it, this timer, I'll make it, okay? So we will change the timer and we'll change the timer to 300 seconds, which is the minimum timer here. And after that, we will see. So right now, which, if I talk about rekey transport is what? That is unicast, which we have configured. So right now I'm going to be using unicast here, and I'm going to be change its timer, which is 300 seconds. Is this clear, guys? But okay. So right now this is about the 300 seconds. So how to make it? What is the command? So usually we have two commands. Okay. Actually, we have one command only, but on some devices, this command won't work on EVNG. Even this command doesn't support on your GNS3. Okay. So sometime this command will work and sometime this command will work. Okay. So what I'll suggest here, okay, instead of using the individual one, you just for the practice, because we are using practice, we are just doing the practice here. So try to use both the commands at the same time. Okay, because we have to just change the medium. Sometimes it's happen in EVNG itself. One command will work and one command will not work there. This is host name AS1. Okay, so what is the command? This is a simple command here. That is crypto IPsec security association lifetime in seconds 300. So sometimes this command works and sometimes won't. Okay, so crypto GUI group CCI server local, and now rekey lifetime is seconds 300. Okay, so this is I have done here, and now you can see. So this is we have changed it. Okay, so now what is the crypto GUI KS rekey? So this is one of the command where it forcefully send the keys again. So this is like again a new keys we are sending. This is kind of forcefully. So you can use this command here. You can see sending it as a unicast. So this is the command. Other else you have to wait for the timer to be expired. But in case if let's consider earlier my timer was for the 24 hours. So obviously I cannot wait for that. Okay, so that's the reason I have used this manual command, and this is forcefully sending the keys again. Okay, so right now it sent the keys again here. So obviously it now here the timer has been changed. So now let's see, show crypto and G2I. So let's see the timer here. So you can see the rekey timer is 300 seconds. Okay, so remaining lifetime 270 seconds, and time to rekey is about 154 seconds there. So what is the meaning of 154 seconds? Why it's bit early? So it means what? See, right now the timer is 300 seconds. Timer is 300 seconds. So it means within 300 seconds, okay, the tag is going to expire here. So what is there? We need keys. We need advanced key on the all the group members here. So we need advanced keys on group members. Okay, because it's not like that once your keys would expire and after that the group member would wait for the another key and then the encryption would start. Because let's consider right now you are exchanging some data between these two sites here. Okay, you are using tag key. Okay, and you are sending a data and the file of 2 TB there. Now let's consider it would take your 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, as per 300 second, how many times your rekey has to be happen? 4 times, right? So, but the question is like in between, after once the first cycle would be over, so will it wait for the tag keys or what? The answer is no. We need advanced tag key on both the sides here. So this is the reason what happened before 120 seconds. Before expiring the this key before 120 seconds here means this timer is 300, then 299, 298, 297, 296, 295, 294 like this, right? So once this timer would reach up to 130, okay, means up to actually what is there key this rekey must happen, okay, at least 90 seconds before. So means rekey has to be happen successfully at least 90 seconds before here. So it means what time the rekey would start here. So that we have to wait. Rekey can start it at 100 second here or 110 or 120. Okay. What is the reason? The reason is because let's consider if your first rekey is failed. So do you have any backup? Answer is yes. Because how many times we can perform the rekey? Rekey can be done by 2 times. Okay, 2 times if first is failed. So in case if your first process is failed, so we can do total how many times? 20 times here. So that's the reason we'll take a bracket here at a window because this rekey has to be happen how many seconds before? 90 seconds before. So it means and 90 plus what is the timer? What is the time difference between both the rekeys here? 10 second, 10 plus 10 here. So it means most of the time we would start at 110 seconds here. So means when your 110 seconds would be pending, immediately your rekey would start here. Okay, because rekey has to be done successfully before 90 seconds. Okay, so this is the timer which we have to see here, right? You can see this is 270, then 154 and all like that. Okay, so this is again, right now the timer is going on 215, 99, but I think that has already happened. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff which you have to see here. Okay, so right now what I'll do, just let me start a capture here. On G0 interface. So from here we can see it's a unicast and multicast kind of stuff here. Okay. So now let me go back here and let me just, this is the forcefully, I have done it. Okay. So this is forcefully unicast key I have sent. Okay. So you can see when we have sent the forcefully here, forcefully unicast, as I have told you yesterday, when you would send because rekey transport, if you would ask me, so it has a two concepts here, unicast and multicast. For unicast, we have for a unicast, this is unicast, and we have multicast here. Okay, so for unicast and multicast, for unicast, we have acknowledge from the group members. Okay, but in multicast, we do not have any acknowledgement here. We do not have any acknowledgement from group members. Okay, so now see, it means right now if there is a two group members, so it means from there how many re-keys they have sent, because that is unicast here. So you can see the captures. We can see the capture here. This is a multiple times it happens. So you can see now this one. This is the 4 and this is the upper bowl 11.1 to 12.3, which is your group member 1. And then from 11.1 to 13.2, which is group member 2 here. So this is the acknowledgement from here. This is the same. This is the acknowledgement. This is the packet. This is acknowledgement. This is the first key and this is the acknowledgement for this. And it's happening at which port number? 848. Yes, guys. Is this clear? Okay. So you can see after time to time, what is happening? Automatically your unicast. You can see sent a unicast. Clear? So this is the concept about your unicast keys. Okay, as a timer. So I have changed the timer. Okay, and so we can capture the packets here. Okay, and into this, whenever this your rekey happen. Okay, so you can see 1, 2, and 3. So till now it's happened how many times? 3 times. So sometime happen in on EVNG, it would show you bit early. Okay, exact it won't match with your exact timer, but on the real devices it would. So I was talking about this concept. Like it might be sometime exact output will be near not there. So exact time is I'm talking about the timers. Okay. Forcefully also you can send it. We have a which we have sent multiple times. Okay, we have a command for that. So forcefully keys also you can send it. Okay, so this is unicast, and for the unicast, we have always acknowledge. Okay, right now my two group members are active. That's the reason it's sending it to the two only, because this group member I have not powered on. Okay, guys. So same concept now. We have to capture in the multicast. Okay, so guys, now see, if I'll talk about EIGRP, if I'll talk about OSPF. So in EIGRP and OSPF, we have specific multicast IP. Am I right? So what is the multicast IP for EIGRP, guys? Could you tell me? Okay. What about OSPF? Yes, guys. Could you tell me what is the multicast IP for OSPF?
224.0.0.516.
5 and 6. Okay. So now, so these are the fixed multicast IPs. Let's consider if you're using EIGRP, you are sending any updates or hello messages or whatever. So always the source IP would be the IP of that particular route device, whatever. Okay. And after that in the destination IP, that would be 224.0.0.10, can be 5 or can be 6, depend. So we have fixed public IPs, correct? But right now, if I'll talk about in Get VPN, we have to get into like the multicasting concept here. Means we need a multicast IP here. So what is the key? We need a multicast IP. We need a multicast IP address. Okay, but we don't have any fixed multicast IP for Get VPN like EIGRP. Okay, so what we have to do it? We have to enable, okay, multicast manually, and we have to configure one multicast IP. Is this clear, guys? How many of you have completed or finished your multicast topic in your CCNP enterprise? There is one topic, okay, which is multicasting. How many of you have covered that? Only two. Okay. What about other students? Because I can see only two guys are just active. One is Santosh and second is Pawan. Other guys, are you there or not? Yes, guys, are you there? Shashi, okay. What about others? Sai and Srini, Pawan, not Pawan, sorry. And Benita, I hope everyone is there. Haven't covered. Okay. So see, let's consider right now, for example, if you're using an EIGRP. So this is you are using a EIGRP here, and you have to exchange the hello messages. And also we have always fixed public a multicast IP, which is this one here. So we do not have any problem. But right now in this topology, when we are going to be exchanged, because this device has to send it exactly. Okay. So now what is there from this side, from this key server has to send other multicast message here. Why multicast message here? Because the rekey transport, I'm going to be convert as a like multicasting instead of the unicast. Because when the unicast, first I'm sending to this, I'm getting the acknowledgement, then to this, getting the acknowledgement, then to this, getting the acknowledgement. So 6 messages, and let's consider if I have 10, 20, 30, 40 group members there. So multiple messages are going to be exchanged. So I do not want that. I just want in a single multicast. So what I'll do from here, I'll send it like one source IP. I'll mention here whatever the IP here, and after that I need destination IP here. So for destination IP, we have to create a multicast group, and that is 239.0.0.1. So from this series of the IP address, any IP of the network, you can use any IP address here. Okay. Because as you know, the world, what is the multicast IP range in IPv4? 224 to 239. So I'm going to be choose here 239. So this is the one of the IP which I'll choose it here. So see, when these devices, they are just when they how they can communicate with the 224.0.0.10. The reason, because I have enabled EIGRP10 here. I have enabled same EIGRP10 here. Okay, and same I have enabled EIGRP10. So that's the reason all these devices are aware about this IP address. Just consider, for example, this is one of the separate one of the another router, and I have not configured any kind of EIGRP on this here. So do you think when this device would send any like multicast IP to this device here, which is as a destination IP 224.0.0.10, this device would be able to reply onto that? Answer is no, because this device won't be able to understand what exactly this IP address is. Okay, because that we have not configured or any interface, and along with that we haven't configured any AGRP on this here. So if we have not configured any AGRP and OSPF on any particular device here, so obviously that device won't be able to understand that multicast IP here. So right now in this one, the Cisco's has not configured and they have not decided any static, any fixed multicast IP here. So what we have to do it, we have to create here one multicast concept. We have to enable multicasting on all the devices. I'm going to use here PIM dense mode. This is one of the mode in the multicast here. Okay, I have to enable it, and I have to create here one group, and in that group I have to use the IP 239.0.0.1 here, and all these group members would be the part of the this 239.0.0.1. So this is the multicast group, or you can say multicast IP address. Okay. So in this document, I have mentioned all these things step by step. So this is now, this is configurations on the key server, and this is about the keys. This is fine. Now change the rekey transport from unicast to multicast. So first of all, I have to start from the key server. So this is my key server here. And now I have to enable multicast routing, and after that interface 0/0 IP PIM dense mode here. Okay, so this means I have enabled multicasting on which device? On the key server device. Okay, so this is the one. So first of all, you have to define it here. After that, I have to enable on all the interfaces of this device here. On ISP, IP, multicast routing, interface, range 0/0 to 4, and IP PIM dense mode. So this means I have enabled what? I have enabled multicast. Okay. So first of all, we have to define a multicasting here. So now we have to get into the group member. We have to define the same command. And along with that, we have to define one group here, and we have to make them as it to join the group here. So this is the one of the extra command which is needed on your group members. So I'll get into the group member one. This is my group member one here. And IP multicast routing and interface 0/0 IP PIM dense mode IP IGMP and IP IGMP join the group multicast IP 239.1.1.1. Okay, so this is on the group number one and group member, this is group member two. And now IP PIM, not IP PIM, IP multicast routing interface 0/0 IP PIM dense mode, and now join them. Clear? So guys, I have created in a group here, okay, which is about this is the multicast group here, and which IP is 239.1.1.1. So this is all about multicast group here with 239.1.1.1. Is this clear? Okay. So this is the commands are very simple here. Okay. So if I'll talk about here, the commands are very simple. That is just, and I like in the configuration mode, you have to define IP and about multicast routing. And after that on interface, you have to define as a IP PIN dense. That's it. Okay. This is the only thing which you have to define. Okay, guys. And on group members, you have to just add one more. This is here. One more command you need to add here. IP IGMP join group 239.1.1. So this is the one extra command. Yes, that would. Clear? Okay. Now, so after this, we have configured it, we have enabled, everything is fine. So now we have to get into the key server, and into that we have to do small changes in the configuration, because right now, if you would check on key server one, and if you would check it, show crypto GUI. So into this, you can see we have a unicast. Okay, so we have to define a multicast here. So right now on key server one, okay, we have to define what? We have to define the key transport multicast. Okay, and then we have to define here which IP address we are going to use as a multicast type. Okay, which we have decided this one. Clear or not? So this is the one concept which we have to define here. Okay, so this concept we have to define in the transport medium into the this one. So let's consider if I'll get into the key server here. Okay, so here I have to define crypto GUI group, name is CCI server local, and here we have to define transport rekey transport. Okay, instead now we do not have any option for the multicast here. I have to just remove the this particular command here. But before removing this command, after this I have to define one more command here. Ki, okay, Amit, ki you are just going to be make it from multicast unicast to multicast. Okay, but to the key server we have to define key which is the IP address and how we are going to be shared. So for that, okay, because there is a no fixed IP for that, and if you would check it in the command here, we have not defined any IGMP group into this, right? So how this key server would get to know key which is my multicast IP? So for that, guys, you have to define one like access list on a key server here first. So this is one of my access list where I have to define the permit the IP as a source 11.1 and destination this one here. So means this is the one of the IP which is the source IP and destination which I have defined here. Inside the my ACL list here, and then in the GUI group, I have to go with the key for the rekey. Earlier, guys, you remember last time I was using a command for the rekey. Last time we had two commands. I'm not sure you remember it or not. Okay. So yesterday we have discussed key like in crypto GUI group, name is CCI, then server local here, and after that we have defined rekey. One is this command transport unicast, and after that rekey address IPv4 as a 11.1.1.1. Because here this is what this is the source IP of rekey. Guys, do you remember this concept? Guys, do you remember this concept here? Yesterday only we have discussed. Okay. So today, what is the concept? The concept is today, the concept will remain same. Because first of all here, yesterday this was the unicast here, but first of all today we have to define an access list. Ki my ACL is one of the access list here, and in that the source IP would be 11.1.1.1, and then destination IP, the destination IP would be 239.1.1.1 here. So same here, we have to define crypto GUI group. The name is CCI. Server local rekey transport unicast. So here we have to define a no in front of this command because we do not have any option for the multicast. This is the command here. If your unicast is enabled, so then obviously multicast would be disabled. And rekey address IPv4, you have to use ACL. You have to use a name by this network. Okay, so this is the thing which we have to define right now on the key server. So this is my key server 1. Okay, so this is here IP access list extended, name is extended my ACL, name is my ACL here, permit IP, the host is 11.1.1.1.1 and another host is 239.1.1.1.1. Now crypto GUI group. The name is CCI server local here. No rekey transport unicast here. The moment I have defined unicast, immediately now you can see transmission to the multicast. Group CCI transmission to the multicast rekey. Okay. And after that, I have to define a rekey address IPv4. The name is, what is the name of my ACL? This is copy and let me just paste. This is clear. After that, go to the group members and just use your command clear crypto GUI. It would now again it would be registered with that with the key server. This is forcefully clear crypto GUI. Again, this is happened, and now if I'll go back here, if I'll check it, show crypto GUI here, so it is what clear or not? So now you have to wait for the rekey because now you can see the timer because we haven't changed the timer. You can see right now rekey happened, sending multicast IP here as a CCI address is 11.1.1.1 and destination 239.1.1.1 here. And in captures, if you can see, that sent the first rekey here, which is at 230. Source is 11.1.1.1. Destination is 239.1.1.1. But after that, obviously there is no acknowledgement for the same. The reason, because we are not using any unicast. Yes, guys. Is this clear? Any doubt? Any questions, sir? PIM dance is one of the mode of the multicasting. There is a 2-3 modes in multicasting here. PIM dance is one of the mode of that. Even I do not have that much kind of uh, strong hands on the multicasting. Okay. So PIM dance is one of the mode of the multicasting. Okay. So the question is, this is now today you have seen the requirement of multicasting. Why we should learn the multicasting? Okay. So it's better if you can have a good as a fresher, that's not required, but yeah, who's working in corporate already. So it's better if you can go through that. Okay. So that would help you a lot. Okay. So you can see right now, again, it's happening. So right now, rekey would happen as a multicast. Clear? So now, guys, we have to. So we are done with this. So now we have to start with the key server 2 here. Okay. Which is as a HA. Okay. So now the topic name is Coops and get VPN. So the COPS name is, that is cooperative protocol. Okay. The name is about what? Cooperative protocol for this. So this is the COP is the concept now. Okay. So which we are going to be used for HA. So here you can see for HA which concept is there. So let's consider. So this is for HA here. We have to, this is the get VPN. And now for this. So for HA here, so which concept, which protocol we are going to be used here? The COPS. For HA and get VPN, the concept is, sorry, COPS. Okay. Cooperative. Okay. So now, guys, just give me 1 minute. I'll be just back. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Please be online. Sorry for this. Yeah. Yes, guys. So let's start. So this is the server. So what I'm going to be do. So you have a two option, guys. The first is you can just define and a multicasting on this device here again. This is your call. And if you want to make it as a like simple, as a simple means like if you want to make it in the unicast, you can. And if you want to make it in the multicast, it's up to you. So we have to make sure that first of all, there should be reachability from this key server to this device, and this device. Okay. So let's make it. So first of all, let me get into the key server here. Key server, this is 15.1.1.1. And the host name is KS2. Guys, for this, I'll just tell you, sometime it's happened, you won't get any output for the coops here. Okay, for that, it's better like you can use GNS3 also, but practical can be done here, but sometime we cannot expect the output on the EVNG here. Okay, sometime it's happened. Okay, so you can restart your devices in case if you won't get the output, or just for this particular task, you can just prefer the GNS3 also. So this is this is the host name is KS2, interface 0/0, IP address 15.1.1/24, router ADRP10, network 15.1.1.0. This is the basic reachability, guys, right? I hope you remember. So this is AIGRP and all we are using here. So this is ISP. So IP interface brief. G4 interface, no IP assigned. Interface 0/4, IP address 15.1.1.2/24, node shut, and router AIGRP10, 15.1.1.0 defined here. Okay, interface 0/4, and here IP, PIM, and that's okay, guys. Because obviously on this interface of your ISP, okay, on this interface of your ISP also, multicasting should be enabled. Because if this device would send just see, you have enabled the AGRP here, you have enabled the AGRP here, but you have not enabled the AGRP on this. So do you think these two devices would be able to communicate with each other via this router? Answer is no. Because once this device would send an IP like a packet with as a 224.0.0.10, so this device would say, no, sorry, I'm not aware about this IP address. Okay, so that's the reason right now we have created a multicast environment here. So on all these interfaces, what we have to enable your PIM dance mode here. So this is the reason last time I have enabled on these interfaces, and this time I have defined on this interface. Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay. So this is the configuration and everything is fine. So right now, what is the configuration is fine, everything is clear. Okay. So KS2 is this. Try to ping with KS1, which is 11.1.1.1.1. Yes, I do have a reachability. Ping with 12.1.1.1.3. That's fine. And ping with 13.1. What is that? I think 13.1.1.4. Yeah, 1.4. That's fine. So, guys, now we have to make, first of all, now what we have to make sure here, that the keys with like whatever the configuration we have configured here, that should be replicate on the this server here, ditto configuration. So one by one, we will copy the configuration on your key server 2 here. So this is my key server 1. Okay. So here we'll see all the like it's you can say what we call it, the configuration here, show crypto. But before this, I'll explain one topic here, one concept. The concept about the keys. Okay. So see, guys, this is my key server 1. This is my key server 2. Key server 1. And this is key server 2 here. Okay. These are the group members. Okay. So right now, what is there? They have tag and CAG concept. So this is my tag. Let's consider CAG, which is valid for which is 123. And then I have a tag. Just try to understand, guys, this concept is very important here. And this is valid here for 24 hours. And this is valid here for 300 seconds. Okay. The question is, Amit, how they would generate tag and CAG? How the KS1 would generate tag and CAG here? Okay. Answer is with the help of its private and public key. With its private and public. Yes, this statement is clear. This question is clear. Question and answer here. Is there anyone who has a doubt? Anyone? Right? This is the one question and one answer for this. So let's consider. Right now, this is the tag here. Okay, 300 seconds, 300 seconds. Your rekey, everything is happening from the which device? From the your KS number 1 only. Okay, so this KS is sending the tag here. This is, let's consider the new tag. This is a new tag here. And new tag is considered, this is RT. This is a new tag here, and it would be converted with its CAG here. CAG, or you can say with the help of its public and private keys here. Okay, and it would be sent it to the this one, right? So now question is, Amit, let's consider. Right now, this is the first time your rekey happened, second time is done, third time is done. And in between, what is happening? Because of some reason, this device is down. And this is now my key server 2 here. This is key server 1. And this is my key server 2 here. Okay. And for example, this is key server 2. Now this would be active. So next time, guys, it would send. Now it has to send the tag and CAG. So guys, but this key server and this key server, here the public keys can be common, but the private keys are always different. For each and every individual devices, their private keys are different or not? Yes, guys, please tell me, is that different or not? right? It's always different. So what would be the problem? The problem would be, see, let's consider this is the key server 2 here. Okay. It has their own private key and a non-public key. So what this key server has done, this key server has created its own CAC and tag. So let's consider its own CAC, which is 546, and new, this is the tag. The tag, obviously that keep on changing. So let's consider the tag is, new tag is again here, HGT here. Okay, but what is the problem? The tag is not a problem that this device has created a different tag. Tag is fine because tag is always keep on changing after every 5 minutes. The problem would be this tag because KS2 has its own private key. Let's consider here the private key is let's consider MLK, and then public key is what? That is 098 here. On another side, this private key for this device, the private key is, okay, not sorry, not this one. So let's consider here the private key is 999, and let's consider that public key is 777. So obviously, guys, when this device would generate a CAC, so there would be a different CAC or not, and which is the new CAC here, 456. But these devices, they are aware about which CAC here, 123. So what happened next time when this device would generate a tag? Okay, this is a new tag, and this new tag would be encrypted with the help of the which CAC here, with the help of the this CAC. Okay, so this is encrypted here. Okay, this is fine. Once it would send it to the group members, so the group members won't be able to decrypt. The reason, because their CAC is different, and the CAC which you have used to encrypt this tag here, that is different. The problem is clear or not? Yes, guys, the problem is clear. Only one reply I can see, one or two. Yes, nice. So what is the solution? The solution is कि before enabling the COOPs, okay, we are going to be do here one thing. कि we are going to be during the COOPs or later, you can, what we have to do it, कि we have to copy the public and private key of this device to this device. Are you getting my point? Okay, copy public and private keys of KS1 to KS2. Clear? Okay, this is the one of the tasks which we have to perform. Okay, let's do it. So shall I start, guys, with this one? So I hope this is clear ki why I'm going to be copied from the KS1 to the KS2, right? So shall I start it? Or any doubt, any questions, anyone? Okay, so let's start. Yes, please. Just mention in the chat box, no problem. So now this is key server 1. So we have to get into this, and what are the commands to copy the keys from one device to another device here. So now you can see here I have mentioned. First of all, the step number 1, configure KS2. Configure should be same on the both the KS. And after that, generate a private RSA key KS1 and then import to the KS2 here. So now we have to generate a private key from on the KS1. So let me just generate a key on the KS1 here. Okay. So now the command you have to just try to cram it. This is, I'll just copy this command. Okay. And because I have to import it, like we have to generate it first. I have generated. So first of all, now see, this command is just bit different to as per the normal command, because here we are generating the keys into the which format here? Exportable format here. Okay, right now, I have mentioned okay, this key which I'm generating, usually we do not have exportable concept into this. Usually, let me copy this command. I'll come to this. So usually we do not have this command here. So what is there usually? Usually command is crypto key generate RSA label Cisco modulus 104. So what is the difference between this? This is the key I'm just creating for the exportable perspective. My reason is why I'm doing it because I have to export it here. So when case2 will be active, I mean when it will be when KS2 will be active, I mean when KS1 will be down. In that scenario, KS2 would be active. This is kind of failover. Okay, and it will work. KS1 is not active to center. Because there is a communication happened between KS1 and KS2. They have some kind of hello messages. In case if KS2 is not getting any proper hello message from the KS1, which is after some periodic time period. So after that, what happened? Like that device would become your active. Yeah. So this is like your HSRP, like they communicate with each other via hello messages to keep your status up here. So the same here, we have kind of hello messages, which they use to just know each other ki the other device is up or down. Okay. So this is the key, which is into the which format here? Exportable format. Next command we have, we have to generate, this is the key which we have generated. Now we have to export it. But during the export, we have to use some password and all. So this is the key, crypto key, which is we are going to be export RSA, the Cisco into the which format? PAM RSA, Cisco, PAM here, terminal. 3 dash is the algorithm which I'm going to be used here. And Panda 123 is my password. So see, earlier I have generated a key which is into the exportable format. So this command is clear. This word is clear, guys. What is the meaning of this key here? What is the meaning of this command? Generating a same normal private key, but in the context of exportable format here. Okay, this is the key which I'm generating, and this is I have to export. Is this clear? The first command. Yes, guys, is this clear? Second command is right now we have to export it. So for that, I'm just saying I have to export it. The key is what? Which one? Cisco. PAM is the format for the file. Terminal is your CLI because this same terminal I'm going to be used. 3 dash is the algorithm, which is into the encrypted format, and Panda 123 is the password here. So now just I'll enter here, and now I can see the keys here. So this is the key. So now you can see here, this is the public key, which is started from here and finished up to here. And this is my private key. And these are the keys, two keys, which we have to export from KS1 to KS1 to KS2 here. And what is the command? Now let's get back to the KS2 where we have to import it. So here the command is crypto key import this time. That time we have used export, and this time I have to use import. RSA, the key name is Cisco, terminal, this is the password for that. And now you can see it's asking, enter a PAM formatted public journal key here or certificate. Okay, so where is my that key? This is my public key here. Just try to find out your public key into KS1. Begin a public key and the public key. Copy and now paste it here. Enter. After that, it's asking, now enter your private general purpose key. So where is my private key here? So this is my begin a private key, and now up to here. Copied and now paste it. Paste it here. After that, right here, quit and just enter. And you can see key pair import success. So we have successfully imported the key from the KS1 to the KS2. Is this clear? I hope this is clear now. right?
Yes, sir.
What does, yeah. So one by one, this is the keys concept here. And after that, one by one, all the configuration we have to copy from the KS1 and we have to paste it on the KS2. If you want to configure it again, you can, but I'll just copy and paste to save the time. So this is my KS1. This is, let me, oh, 1 second. This is KS1 and this is the KS2. Okay. So whatever the crypto format and all, what are like ASIC policies and all, whatever we have configured, those things we have to copy and paste it out here. Okay. So just let it be finished. Okay. So this domain lookup is happening. Okay. Now key server one here. And now let me copy. It's good to copy. Okay. Because there won't be any type of mistake then. Okay. So show run section crypto. Now, so first of all, as a camp policy here, this is up to here. And now I have mentioned. Okay. After that, this is the key. This is the authentication key. Authentication key is done. Then transform set and the timer also we have changed. And this is the transform set here. Copy and paste. So this is the transform set, guys. All clear. After that, we have to define here profile. Oh, sorry, yeah, crypto profile here. So this is my crypto profile. Like IPsec profile here, where we need to call our transform set. This is done. Access list is needed here. Let me just mention show run section access list here. So two access list will be there. One is to define the traffic, right? Interesting traffic, and second is for the multicast traffic here. So you can see this is the first access list. Copy and let me paste it here. Do show access list. Yes, it's all perfect. And this is I'm going to be used for my which purpose? This is for my multicast purpose. Guys, is this clear? Why I have copied these keys, right? After that, it's simple then. Crypto copy or GUI server here. Okay. After that, just mention a rekey address. So this time, this is the first thing here. I like my identity number. Right now, I'm inside the server here. So this time, what I have to copy? I have to copy here. One is rekey IPv4 here. This is my 1 second, not this one. Rekey authentication first of all. Authentication done. After that, I have to define its lifetime. Lifetime is done. No need to define your multicast here because by default, it's always into what? Multicast itself. Then we have a rekey address. I have defined my rekey address here. That's it. After that, IP, what we are going to be like now, encrypt here. Profile is about IP secure. Okay. Match address, IPv4, IPv4 here, 101. That's it, guys. Is this clear? So ditto configuration, I have pasted from server 1 to the server 2. Is there anyone who has a doubt, who has a question into this? Okay. Step number 1, I have copied all the like both the keys, public and private. And second key concept is I have copied the configuration. So in case if you're not confident in the copying it, okay, so you can just take a backup of your configuration during the first KS1. So configure your KS1. Along with that, you can make the same configuration for the KS2 as well. Okay, clear? So right now you can see on KS2, this is my KS2 here, and show run section crypto. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. Configuration, this is my ISACAM. This is authentication. Lifetime of your 300 second. Okay, which is the rekey. Then I have defined transform set here. Then this is IPsec profile, GUI group, identity 10, server local. Lifetime is again 300 second. From where I'm going to be perform the rekey. This is the address of that. Rekey authentication, my public key. That's fine. SA, everything is fine. So now the last configuration here. See, I have just copied the configuration. First of all, I have copied the like keys. Then I have copied the configuration. So now, next concept is key, but we have not defined any COOPS configuration here. COOPS means like your HA configuration. So now I have to define. So the question is, let's consider I want to define key server 1 as a what? Active. So I have to define its priority as a 100. Priority would be 100 here. And on the other device, the priority would be 50. Priority would be 50. Okay, guys. So this is the priority I have to define it because this is same like your HSRP. Okay. So now come back here and we have to define local priority and then we have to enable the redundancy. So now just come back with KS1. Now define the configuration related to the your HA means about the groups. Crypto G2I group name is CCI group here. Server local. Define first of all redundancy. So once you have defined your redundancy, you can see I'm into which group guys now? Groups. Can you see automatically? I'm into which mode here now? I'm inside my hoop mode. Is this clear, guys? What does that mean? So the moment I have defined redundancy, so immediately I'm into which mode here? I'm into the COOPS mode right now. Okay. After that, define your local priority. I'll make it 100 because I want to make it as a active. And who's my peer address? IPv4 15.1.1. That's it. And you can see COOPS, like COOPS 15.1.1 added to the COOP key, COOP server here. So now COOP server they have enabled and they have just added it into this. Show crypto GUI. Oh, show crypto GUI KS COOP here. So this is I have defined. So local address is 11.1, priority is 100. This is primary. Local case status is alive here. Okay. So now I'll just go back to the another server, which is KS2. So on the KS2 now, I have to define the same commands, same concept. Crypto group GUI group name is CCI. Server local redundancy. Local server source must be configured. Server local. Local server source address must be configured first.
15.1 need to configure.
Okay, sorry. Server local is not server local.
IP address.
How this command? 1 second. Because I'm on case2 case GUI group here. Name is CCI. Server local. I'm inside the server now. Okay. And define here Redundancy. Local server address must be defined. We haven't defined local address. Show IP interface prefer 15.1 IP address itself, it's there. What happened? Redundancy. Yes, to the command is same. Server local. So crypto. Sorry, what happened? Show run section crypto. This this is match address 101 is fine. Everything is fine here. Crypto GUI group name is CCI. Because server local, so we do not have to define priority. So no need to define because priority is already configured here. Oh, sorry, identity number is already defined. Server local. Okay, I'll do one thing. Instead of server local, because then it would become the group member. So run section crypto. Server address. Then it would become group member. Key server is already configured as a local. I cannot use it. What happened? What happened? Local server source must be defined. Local server source. Which is server local. That's it. That is only command here. We do not have any other command into this. No. GUI group and profile transport in cast. So crypto GUI. CSI multicast. This is okay. What shall we try with this unicast only? Crypto GUI. Group name is also perfect. The same name. Sorry. The name is CCI. key, local key server address has not been configured, the local key source address. Local address, is this the command? It was GDI group name, server local address. Further, it's the command itself is not there. Server address. If I'll define this IP address 15.1.1.1. So key server is already configured as a local. Server local address. Server local address. Okay. This is the command, guys. Address IPv4 15. Okay. So this is the IP. This is, guys, address of your server, which I was missing. Okay. So this is the command actually which we have to use it here. Okay. Address IPv4 15.1.1.1, and now I'm able to log in into the redundancy here. Okay. So here we have to set then the priority. Okay. So this is local priority here. The local priority is about 50, and who's the peer address IPv4, which is 11.1.1.1. So this is who's my peer address. My peer address is 11.1.1.1. So where is the peer address? This is here. Peer address 11.1.1. Clear? So this is also, it's saying it's added into what? Added into the coops here. Okay. So now just check it here. Let's go to the, you can see KS election, entering election mode in the group CCI here. So right now election process is going on in between them. Okay. So they are exchanging some messages, and right now the communication is happening between 11.1 and 15.1 here. You can see 11.1 and 15.1 election process is going on here. And if you would try to open these messages here, that we won't be able to understand anything what exactly inside this. Okay. So Jaya, just communicate election process is going on. And you can see in the starting, you can see here COOPS KS election was happening. KS entering election mode in the group CCI here. And right now they have defined KS 11.1.1.1 in group CCI transmitted to the primary here. Okay. So who is primary right now? KS1 is the primary. So I'll just be back with the KS1 here and show crypto GDUI. Show crypto GDUI here, KS COOPS, and if you would check it, local server is role is prime. Okay, so these are the sessions. Okay, who's about the peer? This about my peer, which is 15.1, and peer KS role is secondary. And if I'll be back here to the KS2, and if I'll check it, show crypto GDUI, and about here GDUI KS COOP here, we can see this is secondary and my peer is, that is primary. So this is peer address 11.1 and peer priority is 100 and peer role is primary. COOPS has been configured here. Okay, so right now you can see if I'll be back here to my any group members are what? But on the group member, we are receiving the keys from the 11.1. And on the group member, we have not defined who's my another server, because we have to define on the group member as well who's my another server here. So now we have to get into the group members. So this is group member 1 here, crypto G2I group. Crypto G2I group name is CCI. Server address IPv4 15.1.1.1 also. Okay, so show crypto section, sorry, show run section crypto here. And if you can see, we have added second network. So how many servers we have? We have 2 servers. And if I'll be go back to my group member 2, this is my group member here, 2, and add here crypto G2I group name is CCI server local. No, sorry. Server address IPv4 is about 15.1.1. So show run section. Okay, added. So now what you have to observe on the group server 1 and 2 group members there. Okay, we are receiving the keys from where? Key, it's from the KS1 and keys from the their roads. Okay, not from the 15.1. Okay, so right now just wait for the 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, and we would receive the keys from keys here. Okay, which is from the KS1 as a IP as a 11.1.1.1. Or otherwise, if you want to send it forcefully, so forcefully also we have a command which the help of that we can send it, and that is the command is send it to the crypto G2I KS rekey. So this is in case if you do not want for the long, so do one thing, come back here and this is sending it showing sending multicast rekey. Okay, so this is crypto G2I KS rekey. Forcefully sent. Okay, from 11.1 to 239. So in the captures also we can see here. This is from this one, because this is the communication, Santosh, you were asking in between ki how these devices would get to know, how the KS2 would get to know ki KS1 is up here. So now you can see KS1 is sending the kind of hello messages to the KS2 here. So 11.1 to 15.1, 11.1 to 15. So now this is the communication which is happening in between. Okay, so this is sending here. Group members are receiving it from where? 11.1. So what I'll do it now, I'll just make this server as a down. The first server, this is, I'll make it down. Okay, I have not saved the configuration set. Still, it's fine. Write the configuration here. Okay, and I'll make it stop. I think configuration has been saved. Yes. And now let me make it a down. Stopped. Yes, that is the based on the priority. Okay, like in HSRP, we does the same concept we have here. Okay, so right now just wait for the KS2. Okay, right now again, if I'll show you this, I'll use this command here. You can see this role is secondary, so it will become what? It will become your, you can say what? It will become your primary. So just wait and watch. Okay, so wait and watch. Okay, so this time this device would send the KS2 would send the rekey here. Okay, so just wait and watch. So KS2. So this is the sometime it's happened on the EVNG, this final output here, you won't be able to receive it. Sometime it's happened, okay, but on GNS, so this there would be 100% output for the same. So guys, it will take time. So meanwhile, we'll discuss one more thing. Okay, now next class, next class, I'm going to be start with IKE V2. Okay, and after that there would be Flex VPN, and before this, okay, I'll the same day when I'll start the IKV2, I'll finish your one more, which is aggressive. Clear? So this is the pending part, and which is here, and after that we have one more after Flex VPN in the last PR. So these are the VPN which is pending, and the next week we have 4 days, and easily we can finish all this. So next week would be the last week for your VPN sessions. Okay. You can see now.
ICE, when are you planning, sir? ICE. Is there
ICE,
any?
once I'll be back, then only I'll plan it, because I cannot do it online, because the reason I need physical devices there.
Mhm.
Okay, so once I'll be back in December, then I'll plan. Okay, I'm also planning. It's been a long time I have not taught ICE. Okay, so I'm also planning for the same. The most probably mid of December I'll start it.
Okay.
Okay, because there's some physical router and access point and physical switches would be required. So that's the reason.
Okay.
Now you can see now, guys, here. Okay, like Coops unreached. There is a one message which is about the unreachable. Cooperative server 11.1 is unreachable here in this group, because Coops is one of the group here. And in that group, how many members are there? 2 members. One is 11.1, which is KS1, and second we have 15.1, which is KS2 here. So that is unreachable, it's showing. And status that it's failed to establish any communication. Okay. So now transits to the priority, and 15.1 in the group transits to the primary over here. So means KS2 is now my primary. Clear? So sending the rekey from 15.1.1.1 to the 239.1.1.1, and on the group members, okay, they are receiving. So if I'll do here what? Crypto GUI KS rekey. So this is successfully. Forcefully we are sending it here again, and these devices would receive it. So they are receiving from where? 15.1. So earlier in the start, it was with 11.1, but after that registration was with the 15.1. Okay, so successfully install the keys, which is from 15.1.1.1. Okay, show crypto GUI KS. Okay, so this is now primary with the priority as a 50. Yes, guys, is this clear? So now what you have to try it. Is there any pre-assumption into that? Pre-assumption means what happen if my first device, okay, which is so crypto IPs, I can say packets are getting encrypted. Okay, 2 times 15 is 15. Packets are getting encrypted. So now question is, okay, what if your actual KS would be bad? So will it become again a primary, or it will remain the secondary here? So let me just turn on, and this process will take at least 5 to 10 minutes. So this is, guys, you have to find out, okay, or you have to answer. So in the next class, you can answer there. Okay, when your KS1, which was the actual primary earlier, so will it become again primary, or will it remain secondary until and unless your KS2 won't be failed here? Because if next failure would be there on the KS2, then KS would become the primary. So which scenario will be there? So that you have to answer. Okay, so I'm done with the get VPN. So get VPN is one of the VPN which you have to use over the private network. We have seen the advantages here. So first of all, this is kind of faster, and it's faster. Why it's faster? Because the packets no need to route over the internet here. because based on the actual source and actual destination IP, we can route the packets here. Okay. Earlier we have seen in the normal IPsec that in the inner header there was a private IP, in the outer header it was the public IP. But here with the help of the IP preservation, we have seen that my inner header and outer header IP addresses are same here. So means that is the actual source and destination. Along with that, we have centralized key management here. Okay, single keys would help us, which is TAC and CAC. So in CSI lab exam, we have the lab. Okay, ditto we do not have any scopes into that, but we have the remaining concept whatever discussed we have. Okay, so get VPN is the part of the CSI lab exam also. Okay, so this device now is up. Okay, so after that, guys, you have to find out will it become the primary or not. So crypto, GUI, KS. This is 11.1 local role like assigned to the secondary here. Okay. Okay. So this is right now secondary. The question is, will it become primary or not? Okay. So this is you have to answer. Right now it's showing as a secondary only. And as you can see, KS2, you can check it out here. So it acting as a, this is 100 now. Okay. Role is now second. Okay. So this is, guys, you have to check it out here. Okay. Okay, how it would works. Okay. And then you have to answer. So this is, you can see KS2 show crypto, GUI, KS, hook here with 50. This is primary, and KS1 with 100. This is second. So pre-answer you have to tell me. So will it become automatically or do we need any specific command for that? Okay, guys. So I'm done. Any doubt, any questions, anyone? Wish we had concept like options on HTTP paper. No, we do not have any concept into that. So we have dual hub concept into that. Okay. Scope, we are not using any specific protocol into this. Okay. Any doubt, any questions, anyone? All clear? Okay. So guys, then see you on Monday. Okay. And we'll continue with the Monday. I'll tell you if there, in case if there is any holiday, because Diwali is there, I don't have clarity on that. I'll update you into the group. Yeah, but otherwise, till now, next class will be on the Monday. If there will be any changes, I'll update you in the group. Okay. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. See you on Monday then. Okay. Thank you, guys.